Evening guys, so as you may be aware if you've seen my recent Facebook posts, SOF Radio is back up and running. In summary, what happened was it launched in around May this year and I brought it down in around June. And the reason for that was the platform I was using, I thought it was perfect. Spent a lot of time setting things up. And then once it went live, I realised there was quite a few things that it just didn't do that I wanted it to do. And it was becoming quite expensive, which was fine in itself, but it's difficult to then justify that when it doesn't do exactly what I want. And being a web developer, it's always difficult to use a platform that's already out there because there's always tweaks and things that you want to do. And when you're using someone else's platform, you can't. You've got no access to it. So what I've done is I've rebuilt it my own way completely. So in effect, I've built my own functionality for this radio station. So beauty of this is completely free, whereas the other service was quite a lot of money. So I've built it all myself. And the way it works is if you head on over to sofradio.co.uk, there used to be a player across the bottom on every page. I've got rid of that after various comments from people, feedback, obvious really, I just completely missed it. Obviously they were reporting that when they get on the website, hit play, and then they kind of browse the site to another page, the music stops, obviously, because you're going to another page. Schoolboy error on my part, totally slipped my mind that I was that busy sorting out everything else on it. So what happens now is, there's a listen now button at the very top, in the top banner, as soon as you get on the landing page. Hit that and it'll open a player in a new page. So what that means is, in a new tab, sorry. So you can then go back to the site, browse through, read all the info, and you can also browse away, go to Google, go to Amazon, do whatever you want, and SOF Radio will carry on playing in the background. The biggest challenge I had was, in order to have a continuous radio station, so continuous music 24 hours a day, because it uses Mixcloud shows as the source of the audio, each Mixcloud show is only 2 or 3 hours long, as most of my radio shows are. So the problem was, as it was before, if you hit play on a radio show, it'll obviously play for 2 hours and then finish. So you'll be met with silence. So I needed to think of a way around that. How can I force continuous music? So what it does is every 2 hours, starting at midnight, so 12, 2 a.m, 4 a.m, 6 a.m, etc., all throughout the day, it'll refresh the player page. So you've got a constant music source. There is now a schedule again, as there was before. So if you head on over to the schedule tab at the top of the website, you will see that's probably likely to change over the next few days while I sort some stuff out. But as always, morning vibes in the morning, just a bit of everything, nice pop, chill out stuff. 80s, 90s, trance, and throughout the night, just past shows, just completely random, pick and mix from the database of music on the Sound of Faz Mixcloud channel. So you'll get live shows, you'll get just loads of 80s tunes, bit of everything really. Completely random. Because it's random, there may very well be a scenario where if you're listening to the 80s show every day, for example, if you listen to it on a Monday, that's great. If you come back Tuesday, the likelihood of getting that same show is very tiny. But there is a possibility that you could get the same show. So if you do, and you think, oh, I recognise this, just hit refresh on the page, because it'll just reload a different show from the 80s genre. It's that clever. I can't stress enough though, the best way to tune into SOF Radio is by installing the SOF Radio app. So to do that, on the homepage at sofradio.co.uk, scroll down to the bottom and you'll see a couple of screenshots of the app. Right next to those, big red button, install app. If you click that, it will basically, all it will look like it's doing is added a shortcut to your homepage with your other apps, but it has actually installed in the background. So at the same time, don't forget to also click allow. When you get a pop-up on the website saying this site wants to send you notifications, you can click cancel or disagree, can't think how it's worded, or allow. Click allow, because what that will do is allow me to send you updates. There won't be a lot of updates. I'm not going to bombard you with anything. There's no spam, there's no advertising, there's no selling, nothing. It's just that when I go live, for example, doing a live show, which I've not done for a while, but when I do go live, you'll get a heads up notification during the day, And also when I'm live, you'll automatically get a notification, just like if you use Mixcloud, just like on there, it'll pop up and say this person is live now. Also, the blog posts, I'm obviously writing various blog posts every time I add stuff to the radio and tweak different things and how things work, and if I spot any problems, things like that. Every time I post one of those or update one of those, you'll get a notification too. Again, I don't post a lot of those, so you won't get a lot of notifications, but I just recommend clicking allow, installing the app. Makes all the difference. That's probably it for now. Like I say, like I've always said before, I'm constantly building on it, and I'll probably notice the odd thing, the odd issue here and there, which I'll fix as and when. But please do me a favour, when you listen to the music, either through the site or the app, if you notice any problems, bugs, errors, issues, just anything at all, on the website itself even, not just the player, but specifically the app, because that's what I'm concentrating on. If you notice any problems at all, get in touch. Please report them. I'm not bothered how many people bombard me with problems. I want to know if there's problems so I can fix them. So any feedback on that, or anything you think, maybe you've got a funny type of phone, maybe it's not a kind of not a common brand or something. Maybe it's looking a bit weird on there, something like that. Definitely let me know. Screenshots, anything like that will help. Just get in touch through Facebook, or just email me, faz@sound-of-faz.com. Anyone that half knows me even can get in touch with me one way or another. So do that. That'll be really appreciated, because you're the users, and it's the users that help me create a better product, basically. So that's it so far for the radio, and I will keep you updated as and when things change. One other note, the Bay Sound of Faz remix, recomposition, can't think what it's on. So it's up to about 80, I think it's over 80,000 views now, which is brilliant. People are loving that cello breakdown. The comments are, brilliant. If you haven't heard that already, hear it over at youtube.com/soundoffaz. You can actually just Google Samuel Sim the Bay, and my video is the very top of Google, because the original was never released officially, so it's obviously not anywhere online. So actually my remix is took that place, so it's quite good. So you can just Google it, go on YouTube. Also my new track, Hold On, progressive trance numbers, doing quite well. A lot of good feedback on that, a bit different to a lot of my other stuff, and certainly a bit softer than some of the harder trance stuff. Hope you enjoy that. Just listen to all my stuff, see what you think. Just follow me on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, etc, etc. You know where I am. So anyway, cheers, and I will see you shortly.